Hi, it's Warren Black here, and we're going to be looking at the topic financial breakthrough in 1 week. Is it possible? And the glorious good news is absolutely. So, on that note, let's get started. These are going to be the 3 points we'll be covering in this video. Is it possible to achieve it in a week? The basic principles of how you can do it, with the answer being yes, and how you break through your own financial ceiling in just 1 week. So, anyway, let's get started. How is it possible to achieve a financial breakthrough in 1 week? It seems pretty big. I've seen people do it in a day. I've seen people do it in longer, but I've seen people do it very, very quickly. It literally can happen just like that. A guy, Jeff Jones, a friend of a great master, Raymond Grace, manifested financial freedom, I think, in a matter of days. He just commanded it and it came to pass. It all comes down to your belief system. And I've seen this myself. So while it maybe sound a little bit far-fetched, it all comes down to your intent and belief. Like if you believe it will take you 10 years to get financially successful, it'll take you probably that or more. If you believe you can do it in weeks, in minutes, in hours, you'll be able to do it. I've seen people manifest instant clearing of a debt, which they had been paying off for years, cleared off just like that in one phone call, one instant miracle. So most people don't experience financial breakthroughs because they're emotionally energizing fear, scarcity, fight or flight, and they just don't believe they can do it. And ultimately, your own intention and belief. And often we say, oh, I believe that I can manifest this and that, but you don't really deep down because you're programming from your church, from your family, from your friends, your family saying, no, you can't be greedy and you should never ask for large amounts. And the example I give is imagine, say, people like the Packers, Donald Trump's family, Rupert Murdoch's family, basically the Bidens, the Clintons, and I'm using a range of people on both sides of that, just so people don't think anything. But basically, it would be very hard for them to have luck if there were kids in that family because they've grown up surrounded by opulence and abundance. Likewise, you want to surround yourself mentally with thoughts with abundance and opulence. And the exciting thing is consciousness. Your thoughts is what creates your outward reality. So even if you're in a pretty scarce reality with not a lot of money around, if you start seeing and feeling and thinking opulence and abundance, and I can speak from absolute experience, you will start to manifest it. So the level of your faith and conviction plays an important part, as doubt and unbelief are the biggest killer of manifestation. I mean, I remember a great mentor telling me, well, he laughed at me one time when I was complaining about traveling economy to America. And he's like, why do you travel like economy? And I'm like, money. And he goes, so you don't believe you can manifest enough for business class? And he said, don't come to our next conference unless you come business class. And so I did a manifestation, and next one I came business class. I happened to find a site that gave really good deals, and I happened to just manifest more money. But the universe is a blank check. It literally gives you what you believe and what you ask for. So if you believe you're only worth, say, $10, that's what you'll get. If you believe you're worth $1 million, you'll get that. So Yeshua or Jesus said this, which is what many yogis and also now confirmed by scientists like Max Planck, David Bohm, Amit Goswami, and many others. In simple terms, if you read what he's saying if you don't have any doubt that you will manifest what you're saying, you will do it. So if you believe you've already got it and you don't have the slightest doubt, you'll have it. Notice that he uses the word doubt in his heart. The great faith healer Kenneth Hagin said, the exciting thing is, if your mind is doubting, but internally you believe and you're just getting a whole lot of anxious thoughts, just look at the thoughts, let them pass and laugh. The main thing is you just say, you know what, I know it'll be fine. Even though I may not feel it in this moment, I know it. And if you keep saying it enough, you will eventually believe it. Fake it till you make it, they say. You're better off to speak positive language over your life and over your finances, and then eventually you'll just believe it. And as you start to manifest it, it'll happen naturally. Let's now look at some basic principles of manifestation, because ultimately it all comes down to your intent and where you direct your thoughts, because everything is energy and energy can be transformed. And Master Raymond Grace puts this beautifully. He pretty much says we can change the energy by directing the current of our thoughts. If you dive into a flowing river, you'll go over the tide. The only way to stop yourself is by actively swimming against the tide. So if you jump into a river of poverty or into a mass consciousness or a family where everyone's saying, oh, the cost of living's gone up and you can't afford it, you're going to fall into that current. And I remember what Kashran Ponder, a great pastor, once said, never forgotten his words. She says, increases in cost of living is a wonderful opportunity from God to raise your financial consciousness. So I was like, wow, I like that. I hope you do too. So it gives you a great opportunity to raise your financial consciousness because God doesn't, or spirit has no limitations. I mean, whether it's 10,000, 100,000 makes zero difference. So the way you change the currents of lack or currents of unbelief or currents of, I don't believe I can manifest this in a week, well, is to just start training yourself out of habit the same way you go to the gym. So you might just start regularly going, yeah, I just thank you, it's coming quicker. I used to believe that I'd have the flu for a week when I had it. And I trained myself to believe I'd heal it in 3 days. And then I trained myself to believe in 1 day. But I just kept saying, yeah, no, it'll be right in a day. And even though I was like, not sure, I just kept saying that. Now I just say, yeah, no, this will pass really quickly. It'll be over. I'll go to bed, have a good rest, and I'll wake up and I'll be fine. And I do. Sometimes I instantly fix it. The main thing is to do that. You start training yourself like, yeah, no. If you're making 5,000 a month, you might go, no, let's get to 7,000 a month. Let's get to 10,000. You might think it takes a month to manifest it. Okay, let's see if I can believe for 2 weeks. Eventually, you'll train yourself where you can manifest what you want within a week just by saying, yeah, I want to manifest $5,000 this week to go and do X, Y, Z, or go on a trip with my family. A little bit of a tip too is the more that the thing you're looking to manifest is something that inspires and excites you, the more likely you are to manifest money because money will go to a cause and a purpose and where it's inspired and felt. Everything is energy, and I mean everything. We got the internet because of energy. Jesus turned water into wine because he changed the energy of the water into the energy of wine. So we can change the energy of money in our life to manifest more money and manifest it quicker and manifest it within a week. Because we're always manifesting. It's just what we're thinking and what we're believing. Many people have greater faith. They'll get the flu every winter and they'll get it at least 3 or 4 times. It'll last for a week. When they do, but they can typically manifest $10,000 in a week or 5,000 in a week. Yet they could easily manifest the flu like faithfully every single winter. Your mouth is speaking and your body is listening all the time. If you're walking around saying, oh, yeah, it always takes a while for me, or just, I don't know, things don't work out for me as well as they do for others, or just when I think it's going to work for me, it just never does. Something goes wrong. And well, your universe is going, yeah, fine, I'll help you out in that one. Because nothing exists until labeled or observed. It's what scientists have said. Really be careful what you label things. That's why I don't like people labeling, oh, you're this or you're that. Even with mental illness in our family, when we had a bit of issues with one of my sons, I said, no. I said, I'm not going to label him as this. I'm just going to say he's a smart boy. He's working things out and he's going to get better. And yeah, if he needs a label to temporarily help him address the matter, so be it. So ultimately, you're better off to manifest and label abundance in your life and label money when you are to label something else. So how can you break your financial ceiling in a week? Last thing, familiarize yourself with manifestation and realize that you focus on what you want and not what you don't want, and just keep on focusing on abundance, what you want, and keep speaking about it, even if it doesn't feel good and it feels like, I'm not sure if this is right. And just ignore those kind of negative feelings. It's just old programming. Because ultimately, think about that. God gets no glory or joy by you being broke, sick, struggling, and miserable. I mean, that would be pretty sick, God. I think we would agree. God or spirit gets great joy in seeing his or her children blessed and abundant. And to really believe that, even if your parents were really shitty and horrible, believe that you will basically have that. So familiarize yourself with that. Read that scripture of Jesus I mentioned earlier, that don't doubt in your heart, give thanks for it's yours, and train yourself into speaking positive. I remember a great mentor told me just to start to first believe that I could manifest a parking spot right outside where I wanted rather than up the road. It took me a while, but I got to that point. Many people go, oh yeah, I can do that. Guess what? If you can do that, you can do the same with money. Because once you start to transform your consciousness and your thinking and what you think is going to happen, that's where you get it happening for you. So you got to be very specific because the universe doesn't like vagueness. So if you say, oh yeah, no, it's like a bit of money and go out and have some fun. The universe is going, okay, that's fine. I'll give you $5. You can go buy a little chocky bar. So the universe likes specific. Don't be afraid to go big. Go big and put out a manifestation. If you got faith to manifest $1,000 in a week, then go for 2,000 because it's like go to the gym. You want to keep increasing and growing. So you want to practice this. Next, you command it because the universe doesn't like it. Don't say, oh God or spirit, I'd like to get some money. Just say, Thank you. I command that $5,000 is going to manifest in my bank account this week with grace and ease and joy and with ease. And the reason you say all that is you don't want to have it manifest and then be like having a debt or something like that, or having to work like 50 hours, like basically in 2 days or 3 days or something. Next, you clear your blockages. There's many ways you can do it with codes, protocol, sabotage. Just by intent, I just say, I command that any blockages that are in the way of me manifesting this $5,000 in the next week are instantly and abundantly cleared right now on all levels, all dimensions now. Then I normally breathe out and imagine the blockage is going out of me, and I put my hand up. And I'm imagining the blockage is leaving me, and I actually feel energy going through my hand. And I keep sitting there till I feel the energy settle, and then I know it's clear. Then I want to see what comes up next. So you let go and let God take care of the rest, but keep in mind that you'll normally get an action to take. When you let go, always ask, is there a next required action of some kind I can do that's going to fast track this? You may just go and do this, or make an offer, or ring this person who you made an offer for sales and see if they're available, or offer a program, or just kind of, you may just get, nah, just trust it will come. So it will depend on whatever you get, just trust that word. So a practical example, I remember years ago, I experienced a really big mental health crisis. I lost a partner, things happened, a whole lot of crap went wrong in my life, like so many things at once. And I had legal issues, I had issues around my business, I had issues around that, and everything hit me and I just fell apart. And people were concerned of how I'd come out financially. Fortunately, because of my knowledge of manifestation and wealth, I remember saying to people, nah, so I'll be fine. I said, I'm more concerned to get back my purpose, my mojo. That'll be fine. They said, yeah, but you kind of taken time out work, you're hardly working. I'm like, yeah. I said, the universe will play check, I'll get the money. And sure enough, bang, it just started coming. So no issue whatsoever. I just noticed it, bang, suddenly got a few sales, and just like that, it wasn't even an issue. It was like it had never happened. So I not only got what I needed, but I actually ended up getting more. In recap and summary, when there's enough faith and conviction as well as practical action, manifesting a financial breakthrough in 1 week is possible. And I did this myself. I can remember when I was on a trip and I was like, I really need to manifest an additional 20 grand on this trip. I need to manifest it fast. So I just gave the command. I gave thanks that the money had come. And just like that, a client messaged me and wanted to purchase a package, and bingo, bang, they just basically purchased a 25 grand package and we were done. And I've got to give you so many stories like that. Learning the manifestation principles or science is the first step to manifesting it, just like learning the laws of health. To get physical health, you do the same with financial health. And then once you follow the process, let go and let God take care of the rest. Any questions, please leave them in the comments. Otherwise, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. And basically, the Awakening Within, we've got lots of really cool little things here, great ones, everything around money, manifestation, even finding your soul group and life purpose. And join our free training at theawakeningwithin.net. We've got a really good free training that teaches you how to manifest money, change energy, like some really good world-class videos and trainings and courses to help you master rules and laws of energy. Thank you very much, everyone, and look forward to seeing you in the Awakening Within, so you can too awaken as part of this new consciousness journey we're on Earth right now and manifest more money in your life.